everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori Brame and this is Holy City Mystic. Thank you so much for being here. So today we are going to talk about Neptune retrograde in the birth chart. Now, Neptune is very far out there. It is it's a ways to go. So that being the case, Neptune is retrograde for a good portion of the year, almost half the year. So there are going to be a lot of people with Neptune in the exact same sign as each other, and there are going to be a lot of people with Neptune retrograde. So first of all, what is Neptune? Neptune is a connection with the spiritual. It is creativity, art, music, that connection to renewal and beauty. Neptune is also a big dissolver. If Neptune is touching something in your chart, you can experience a lot of confusion, a lot of feeling like whatever that thing is not really real, it's not very tangible. It can also have the impression of looking at something through rose-colored glasses, where you think something is really beautiful. So somebody with Neptune on their descendant, for instance, might have the experience of every time they go into a partnership, they're like, this is the best person I've ever met. I am so excited. We're going to get married. We are going to live together. We have all the same goals. And then 3 weeks into the relationship, they're like, wait, they kind of smell. I didn't even think about that. Or wait, we have completely different religions. I thought we had the same religion. And they're like, really? Why? We literally never talked about it. But you went into it with this idea of illusion. You know, something is beautiful, something is going to be absolutely amazing. And then you get hit with the reality of it, which is not exactly what you were expecting. Now, if you think about planets being in retrograde and the aspect to it where things are more internalized, a lot of these illusions are going to be not that much of a problem for you. So you are going to have a lot of clarity naturally. So you might have the experience of everybody in the room thinking one thing and then you're the one who says it. Or you're able to unlock the truth for different people because you're able to really see it clearly. Another thing that could happen is you having extra Neptune qualities to where you are psychic. You can read the room completely. You are able to get downloads on a daily basis. You're able to hear what somebody else is thinking, like actually hear it in your mind. And then when you both start to talk, you say the exact same thing. One of the downsides of this is you might have a hard time connecting to creativity. You might be so literal, so concrete. You know the difference between truth and illusion, but you don't really have that connection to art or even spiritual aspects, like that mystical nature that we're all born with, that we all have. You might have a really hard time cultivating that. However, again, in the second half of life, this is a recurring thing that keeps coming up when a planet is retrograde. 35, 40, you are going to start experiencing kind of a Neptune rebirth, where you are going to be very connected to spirituality. You're going to be very connected to art and creativity. You are going to be able to put on those rose-colored glasses where they may have felt out of reach or even stupid, like you would look down on people who just had them on all the time. Now you're able to really experience that for yourself, where you enjoy seeing things in a good light, even though it might not be actual truth. It's kind of like that shimmer on the ocean where it looks like diamonds and it's just the way the light hits the water. But you might be able to sink into the beauty of that for the first time in your life instead of picking it apart with truths and facts. Another thing that happens is kind of when Neptune goes retrograde every year, we have a reality check. Everybody as a whole kind of has a moment where they're like, wait, what am I actually believing about the world that isn't true? It is really going to bother you when Neptune goes direct every year because it's going to be the opposite of you. And it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable where it might feel like you're being drawn into an illusion that you don't want to participate in, but the force is there. You can feel it. And you never go fully into it because it's retrograde in your birth chart. So that's not something that you have to do. However, that pull is there. And so the rest of the year, you kind of feel happier because everybody around you is seeing things more clearly. And that's how you see it all the time. But when everybody gets pulled back into that illusion, that's going to be the harder times in the year for you. If you have Neptune retrograde in your birth chart, please let me know how it's going. Any stories you may have about it, I'm always happy to hear, and other people can read the comments too, and they're really fun to go back and see what everybody's saying. So thank you all for being here, and I will talk to you later. See ya.